want to start streaming, but I want to keep it streaming. Damn it. Okay, I have a green light.
She got us. She got us.
Oh,
Yay!
yay!
Can
Woohoo!
everybody hear us? We are live from MSPWaves Radio. My name is
Oh,
Sim
live and
Girl.
direct.
And we are here with
Snook!
Snook.
You're saying that different this week, or I'm really not awake.
We did it. We did it. Cubby Elizabeth is cheering us on. We did it.
Good.
See, good morning. How are you? Everybody out there in the not sim world, I guess this is a real world, isn't
It's
it?
the real world, I think.
Oh my.
I
I
don't
had
know.
French toast this morning. Delicious.
Yes, I could go for some sugar, something.
Something. We are live. Thank you for joining us. And thank you, Globocop. It's
Yeah,
okay. It's
it's all
okay.
right. I was
We're
ready to go
fine.
back to bed, so you had,
we
luckily,
we thought we lost our job or something. We were
yeah.
like showed up for work and there wasn't nobody there. I'm just kidding.
And then, and then and Sim Girl's like, no, just wait a minute. I'm like, well, I really could go back to sleep, you know. She's like, well, just wait a few more
No.
minutes.
He was playing The Sims.
Oh, oh,
Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, we actually made both of you as Sims this week. I made Elizabeth Covey, and she made Cop Waves, I think his name is, and the kitty cat's name was Globo.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
And you can, I'll have to send it to him. But well, there is a post too.
Yes.
And then Global Cop Waves in his cat Globo actually have a house.
Globy, Globo, Globo. There's Covey. Ha ha ha.
Oh,
I made
that's so
everything in
funny.
her house pink.
Did you really? That's
Yes, I
hilarious.
did. I moved him into the house you made for Globocop.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, I do love. I would like to welcome everyone else too. We have Crystal in the audience and valued customer. Welcome, welcome to Sim Your Life, where we talk about Sims all day long. Well,
Welcome
at least
and
for
good
2 hours.
morning.
Yes, I used the same exact house except for I couldn't. I had a few things that I didn't have that you
Right,
had in your expansion, so I had to
right.
replace them. And then something happened and I couldn't afford it, so I ended up going in it with it unfurnished. And then I ended up just trying to make it as close as I could. Oh, here's your post.
Yeah, that's the house. And then I'll just and that's the house that you're talking about too. But if you just scroll down, you can see the pictures of what the house. It's just a starter house, so it's very bare. But you can see the pictures of what you can build on $18,000 in The Sims. And
Oh, it says put yourself online so you're on air. She likes to hide.
who, me?
Yeah, do you have your Discord so it says you're
Oh,
offline?
sorry. Yes, you need to remind me of that. Sorry about that. I am now live, all the way live that I can be.
Go green.
I went green.
Yay.
So, and then I'll just grab a pic of what Globocop looks like. Uh, let's see.
Yeah, we didn't know what Globocop looked like.
No, I
And
wouldn't
he's going to do
know.
his D live now, so we could have found out, but we couldn't wait.
Oh, yeah, no, I have.
And Cubby had short hair now, so I have to go back in and cut her.
And cut her hair. That's funny.
Hello, Disarranged Jane. I don't know if you're listening, but hello. Yeah, we had a really good Sunday God's Wave. That was really good. We've actually had a lot of good shows on the MS Radio, and we had a fundraiser the other night. That was awesome. I found out that there's a such thing as crypto rap. Did not know that. I don't know why I keep missing out on all these new artists.
Oh, crypto wrap.
but then I tracked him down and stalked him and invited him to Peace, Abundance, and Liberty.
Oh, is that the one you were telling me about?
Yeah, Chris Record.
Okay.
I found out he's new on Steam it. Well, he joined a long time ago, but he has been posting.
So
There he is.
in my head, that was what you looked like, and there's your cat with a little top hat.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah,
There with the hat.
Global has a
Yeah,
hat.
yeah. Isn't that cute? Did you actually start playing him?
Um,
He's a cowboy.
no, because I what I was trying to get done, and then I got sidetracked late last night, was to make the starter home that it looks nice. I was really happy how it turned out, but to then I'm in right now. I'm decorating it as as uh, as I would decorate if I had all the money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I should. I don't know if I have any screenshots of that or not. Yeah. So just to show the difference of what you work. I mean, if you actually play the game, what you start out with, and to that part of it for me anyway is decorating the house. And getting new things, which then makes your sim happier. So you're a biker dude, Globo?
He said it looked like. I
And
don't
a
think it looks.
cowboy? We have a
He's a biker cowboy.
He's a biker cowboy? Yeah, there's a whole video about me talking about you and while I was making you.
I think that's good too. Is that in the post?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That was my favorite part is listening to you talk about him.
And so, yeah, I had fun. I was giggling. So, because I'm like, I have no idea what he looks like. No idea about this. No idea about it. So yeah. I saw you in your underwear in a sim form.
Had a screenshot of it on my.
So,
I put a picture in for that too. I seen at dinner. I went.
oh, can you?
I didn't have anywhere, but I have the dine. Let me redo it.
Yeah, cause you're. Are you on the? Are you?
Okay, is that better?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. I didn't have any restaurants, but I have the dine out expansion.
Oh, cool.
So I went and got all the dine out restaurants and I put them in my town.
Oh.
And then I went out to eat, and look, it was them going out to eat. So I had to take a picture. I wasn't even playing them. I was playing another sim. I was playing Elizabeth Covey.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, they're all dressed up pretty, so I took a picture.
I would've. I would've too.
I thought I had pictures of the house all decorated in pink, but I must have deleted them because my game wouldn't load, so I figured maybe I had too many recorded videos.
Oh, I don't know.
So
Yeah, every once in a while. Oh, what I did want to mention is that I did look into it, and you can do a trial of The Sims for 48 hours. So, what that means is you can, you know, uh, play the game, sign up through EA, or actually it's Origin,
or
or the Origin, and you can actually play for free for 48 hours. So I did look into that last week after we got off the air. So if you ever wanted to try it, you have 48. So don't start it at like 2 in the morning and then go to bed.
does it stop when you stop playing?
No, I
Like
think you
you
can log
play from?
in and out for 48 hours because if I remember correctly, that was how when you first told me about it, wasn't it?
I did see your picture, Globe. Did he send you a picture too?
No, no.
Oh, you got really close. It's really close to what he looks like. He just needs a cowboy hat and a little bit of gruff on his.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll have to send it to me.
Send her the picture.
I need a picture too for observation.
They don't put it in chat, or the next thing you know, there'll be memes
Oh
everywhere with your
yeah, no,
picture.
I wouldn't put it in chat. No, I wouldn't.
I think you got really close to him. He has a little darker hair, but it was really close.
Oh, well, that's cool. So do I get to take my dudas off or do I leave it on?
Actually, it should be the birthday girl. Snook, the birthday girl.
Oh,
Because your birthday was day before yesterday.
it was on the 4th. It was on the 4th.
Yeah. It was
And
her
it
birthday.
and it
She
turned
tried.
out to be um, a wonderful day, actually.
Yeah. And
Thank
she
you.
taught us how to make these, what are they called? Bitmojis?
Bemojis, yeah.
Bitmoji. They're awesome.
Thank you, Comedy Elizabeth. I appreciate it.
Let me see if I can get. My computer's real slow when it comes. So.
So, yeah, so I ended up writing a. Yeah, I can hear you singing. That look on your face. So I ended up
It's
writing.
scary, but
I ended up writing a post about my birthday, um, and then, because the night ended with me finding the emojis and figuring out how to do them, and then proceeding to spam all my friends with emojis in their comments, which was hilarious.
I think yours looks exactly like.
Well, that's where, yeah, luckily my son called me, or I don't know. I think I sent him something on Hangouts Club, or I don't know. He uses, he's going to be 30 this year, which makes me really old, but,
Uh,
um, well, not that old, and he uses all these, because he's in South America, they don't always have really good internet. So he uses like Google Hangouts, and then he uses, instead of Skype, there's another program for low internet, speed that you can talk through. And then, but you can use that as a chat. And so I have things every once in a while that pop up, and I'm like, what is that? And then and then it's my son, and I'm like, huh? What do you need me to download now so I can talk to you? So, so yeah, he called, and I was doing the pout, and I pulled the, can you fix this? This doesn't look anything like me. So he logged into my account and fixed it.
I need you to log into my account and fix mine.
Yeah. So it was really funny. But the weird thing, and the reason I wrote the the tutorial on it, was because of there's no that's what I hate about apps. There's no directions. And they just, I don't know, what, through osmosis you're just supposed to be 12 and know how they all work? I don't.
And
So,
I don't understand how they know it. Like, how do they pick this up? So, you know.
yeah. So I wrote a tutorial for oldish people because I didn't want to call myself old, so I said old-ish. Um,
Share some. I shared the one with us sitting on the couch. That's us as Sim.
That's also Sims, yeah.
She always has the white hair, and then mine's always different color.
Yeah, yeah, it is. It is. It is.
No matter what.
That's actually very funny.
And
Um,
it's the way it used to be, but I got tired of coloring my hair all the time. So
yeah,
keep it brown.
that's actually one of my favorite Sims haircuts for on women. It's actually a guy haircut, I think.
It's like
But
a wear the vampire.
yeah, and I actually use that quite a bit because I like it. But the one that Sim Girl has on, I'm looking for it right now. For the old Stemian home. That's what I'm looking for right now.
Oh yeah.
I like the way you're because you got the coloring in it in your
Yeah,
hair.
that came with the new get together.
Yeah. Did you post it?
Can it be short and blue? No, I just posted the one for Halloween.
Oh, okay. Oh, I like that one too.
Because we just keep dressing them up in different outfits,
Yeah.
and you can put like
Yeah.
the background, anything where
Yeah.
you want.
We have a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like, well, that was when I started playing again. I made both of us, and anyway, it was very funny
You would never
because
get anything done. We don't get anything done.
no, we don't.
We don't.
We just play with our Sims,
No, we put it on pause and we save the game.
and then uh and then I send her pictures of what I made her do, and
Yeah. But we do play a lot. I've been trying to get a space. I didn't realize that to get the space rocket ship to actually get her to dress up in the space outfit, you have
yeah.
to be on the astronaut career track. So I had her on
Oh
the
no.
scientist. So I was
Yeah.
going there and like building the ship and stuff. But then I read up on it and it says that you have to have it in your backyard, kind of like you had it.
Yeah, but
Uh,
they actually came out after making Woohoo in there, but it was a I suppose it was only for a split second. Um, in their astronaut suits.
oh, okay.
So,
Well, I don't have anything anybody to woohoo with.
oh, you're Woohoo-less?
Yeah, it's a new sim. I made Cubby Elizabeth as
Oh,
my astronaut.
oh, okay.
So she's a newbie, and I had to start her out with no money or anything. Now she has money. Now you're a millionaire in there. Really want to know?
Yeah, that's a lot easier.
Well, not a millionaire. You got like 400,000. You're like a half a millionaire.
You're a half a millionaire? That's hilarious.
You're half a million.
I always give them
See?
a million and then they get an achievement for making a million.
I didn't update the house or anything. You just have the money.
The house is still empty.
Your house, yeah, you still get a backache from your cheap bed. Can I invest it in Steam? Yeah, we need to find out.
Yeah, really.
Uh,
Really.
we need to
I
decorate.
wish I could just
Yeah.
put that cheat in.
It's called the Snook cheat is what I use. I go onto hers and then I download one of her houses that are already decorated. That's called the Snook cheat.
Hey,
I did too.
did you? That's funny.
I tried to do that big one, but it was too big for the lot. So I guess you have to do it on that special lot, remember?
Yeah, it's the, what is that, 64 by 64?
Yeah, that's a big house.
That's a huge house, and because it has the two basements, you have to have that one you actually, and the second one too. You have to have that's one of the side lots on that island.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah, because I couldn't fit it.
you have to bulldoze the what you call it? You know, the house that's already there.
Oh, you bulldozed that one? The
Well,
one that
no,
I moved
the
on you?
original, the game one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You have to bulldoze the house that's in the front. See, that's
Oh, there we are. She's a
yeah.
fairy in that one. She's a fairy in the old Steamian home.
Yeah, and then Sim Girl is on the left.
Yeah. And
Okay.
then that is who is that? Is that
Bris
Marianne?
Bris
Brisby.
Marianne is in the front, and Brisby is the one in the black hair, and what is new is the cat.
This cat.
But
I like
it's
that
really
loss.
weird because I don't play them because I feel weird playing them because they're my friends and they don't play Sims, and you know what I mean? So I go on and I shoot what I need to shoot, and then uh, and then I don't save it so we don't age, and then I log off.
Is that wallpaper? That felt like looking
In the
paper?
back?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
the
from the
vampire?
it's a yeah, it's a vampire wallpaper.
Ooh.
I actually use that quite a bit in my builds.
She has wings. Yeah, it's actually a Halloween costume.
It
I can
is.
I can give you a pink wing. I think there's a pink.
Yeah, there is. Yeah,
You
there
could
is a
have.
pink one.
I'll have her out there building a rocket ship in her pink wings.
And they have really cool tights. If you go to the preset ones, well, it used to be in there.
Yeah,
And
the
then
outfits.
you get if you click on that, you get the really cool eyes makeup too. You get that.
Apparently, my sim needs work.
Well, okay, this is the difference between how we play. I worry about the house and what my sim looks like, and Sim Girl is does all the okay, this is your job, this is how you work, this is how we make money to get to the end point. Where so she gets to the end point and I'm still changing outfits and colors of wallpaper.
Wallpaper. Well, I don't actually get to the end. That's not. I mean, even now I'm thinking, man, to get to the top of the astronaut career track is going to take me a week.
That would take a long time.
Yeah, and I have
So
3 days to get this video done,
so
so I
find
know.
her someone to woohoo with.
All
And
right, now we got to find you a date company.
well, you could
You can woohoo in your rocket
now
ship.
see this is how it gets weird. You can download Global Cop and they can,
You know, I actually thought of that, and I said no. I'm not
See,
doing
it
that
gets a
because
little
that's.
weird, doesn't it?
Uh, no, I can't do that.
That's why I can't play us. Us. Well, I can play me and you. I have no problem
Like,
with.
wait, what? We're gonna
Yeah,
have you
exactly.
woohoo with Globocop.
What are you doing? Yeah, exactly.
This takes stalking one step further.
Right, and then it feels like it. Exactly. So, I mean, it's fun to make somebody, but if you
Than
know
to
them
play
too
them.
well, it's you don't end up playing them because, like I said, the people in the old Stemian home that you see the picture of, I go in and yeah, and you can tell some of them like each other more than others, the guys and the girls, and I'm like, yeah, you guys all just stay in your separate places.
Well, I can make a scaredy cat guide and hook you up. You can be your financial advisor.
So it's really funny how because I don't know, you're like, oh, that's not right.
Do it. I just. Oh, that's so funny. Scaredy. Get him a cat. There's also a way you can train your dogs. I want to do that. That's another one. Make one with Discord. They can fight over you. I'll have them fighting with you.
Make
I'll have
one.
this red hair with freckles. And then the other one is he got dark hair, scared dark. I haven't seen it. Well, he did show a picture
Fighting for
fighting for.
Snook's hand and Mary. Yeah, she still left me at the house. I'm gonna be an old
You know
maid.
what? There wasn't a nice elderly man that brought his dog in. He was
Oh,
blue.
so
Dog was
I'm
blue.
already elderly.
Well, you only have 11 days left.
Oh,
That's the
so
only
I
thing
didn't
about
even get to have
playing.
a kid. Boy.
Why? That's like the perfect life, not having to have it.
Oh, God. So
No,
there's no
well,
one
I
to
mean, you
carry
were in an
her?
alternate universe, but you had already played her so much before I got her. So I didn't get I didn't get her when she was
Yeah, there's
she was
you have
already.
to scroll way back where I do, and then the original ones of us are there.
Are they there? Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I will go back and get a young one, and we'll marry you off, and we'll have somebody on Steam it. No, I'm
No, anyone doesn't have to. No, you just pick some
pick
random
some
guy with
rando weirdo, and we'll
some
fix
random
it
guy
up.
with like the
The
insane
mohawk,
trait.
the red and green mohawk. Uh,
Someone that needs to go on a treadmill or something.
Oh my gosh, I saw my Sims from the Legacy Challenge, and they so need to get on the treadmill.
Oh, really?
I, I
Did
was
they?
ready to just get on and play them just to get the beginning. Yeah, they gained a lot of weight while I was gone.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Thank you, Copy Elizabeth. She's there, all alone, in a big ass house. Oops, sorry.
She
Bleep.
has a very nice house and a butler, so don't let her fool you. Her house is nicer than what I moved out to. The one that you destroyed, that's what I think. The one in the
Does
middle
it
of
have a
the.
pool?
Yeah.
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 It's a nice house. That is a nice house. I looked at it before I destroyed it.
Hello, Lexicano. The love
Huh?
symbol. How are you?
Did
Welcome to Sim Your Life. We do have.
where were you driving to?
I think she meant coming in here.
I know. I realize that.
Here's your challenge. Your challenge for the week for to sim your life is to make a friend or have make time for your friend. What that? And I also included in this link. I added the Chris Records has a philosophy for like a motivational speech for 2018 where he goes by his five F's, which are faith, family, friendship, fitness, and finance, and in that order. He says first you focus on your faith, then you focus on your family, then friends, and then fitness, and then finance. So that kind of rolled in nicely with our theme this week,
Yeah.
friendships. So I added that too, but don't watch it now because we want you to hang out with us.
Well, actually, I'm gonna play a song, and then
Okay.
maybe you can redo your Discord, because
Oh, is it messing up again?
yeah, it's going in and out.
Okay, I will.
All right, so let me start a song.
We'll be right back on MSP Waves Radio.
That boom, 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 boom.
And we are back. And that is the weirdest video to watch. It goes from like really high tech to really low tech while they were making it. So it was actually pretty funny. So, and we're just waiting for Sim Girl to get
Oh
back.
no.
There
I
she
was
is.
back. I just forgot to unmute myself. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I was having,
Just to make sure.
yes, I could hear you.
Yeah, maybe they just ran out of money by the end of the video.
I don't know. It was a good. I was like watching it, and I'm like, well, that's really cool. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, well, okay.
At the end of the coolness, I guess.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they intermingled the cheap stuff with the really expensive stuff. So that was very funny to watch. But oh, I have to tell you. So I was talking to my mom on my birthday, who is 80 years old. Um, and she doesn't understand Steemit, and she doesn't understand a lot of anyway. Her and her cell phone, and that's a whole nother story. So, but I had written that article about her,
Mm-hmm.
And so I I I I linked her the thing, and she does watch my videos, which is really funny. And she thought the one of me building the house for Sims was really cool. And she actually asked me about that. And
Huh.
why was I building a house and this and that. And then I said, well, if you go here, there's a story that goes with it. And but she I said, "Oh yeah," and then me and my friend Sim Girl have a radio show. Well, what do you talk about? And I was like, I was like, well, actually, that the house video that you just watched, stuff like that. She's like, oh, like there was no connection whatsoever, and I just started laughing.
Oh, that's so funny. I love your mother. She's so.
She is a trip. She really is.
What do you talk about?
Exactly. It was like, well, what would you have? And I said, yeah, it's a 2-hour show. And she's like, really? Just like, yeah. And I actually know a couple people that actually listen to it.
I was listening to myself the other day. I'm like, I can't do anything on Sundays because I have meetings. I have girl power and world domination meetings, and
Yeah,
no
yeah.
one would understand what I was talking about.
No, exactly. Yeah, right.
It's like another world you entered as soon as you get on Steam.
Yeah. Well, Discord is what does it.
No, Discord too.
Now
Yeah,
you understand why I always did not get on Discord.
I love this, and I love Peace, Abundance, and Liberty. The server is awesome.
It is.
I,
It
I
is.
told you
Quite
the other night.
honestly, there's a couple groups that I'm in, and if I am sitting here bored, I will actually go to the radio station and turn that on and listen to it. So
Yay!
the MSP uh, Discord channel is the one that I use more than any other one, quite honestly.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I actually put it at the top of my list now, so I don't have to scroll down my clubs or
Well,
groups.
yeah, you are crazy, but when it comes to that, but yeah, I can
Yeah.
always see mine.
Well, let's welcome. Let's see. We have Dutix in here, and we have the Bug IQ joined us, and we also still have the Crystal Patio 30 and Global Cop and Cubby Elizabeth and Lexiconal and Value Customer. Thank you very much for listening. After our show is Whip Girl. That stands for Woman Igniting Performance, and she has the Hacking Mental Performance show on. I'm learning the shows. And after that, Scaredy Cat Guide is on with the music and money show with Scaredy Cat Guide. And then Bucky Turtle, which we scared him this morning because he was still in the on live radio show. He was in the chat. And we came barging in here, and he was like, "Did I just go on air?"
And we're like, we don't know.
I don't know because I can't hear, and I didn't going thing to listen. But
Yeah, it's
all
been an
right,
exciting morning. My alarm went off at 9 o'clock, and I went, whoa, what is that? And then I went, oh, it's Tuesday. Oh, it's Tuesday.
Tuesday, wake up, sunshine. Get your coffee. And then I was sitting here going, what am I going to do if she doesn't show up? Because, like, you're doing the OBS and everything.
Yeah. Well, and then I did think, the thought did go through my head. Well, if I just like turn my computer on and like hit record or stream, and then I could like
Go
sneak
back to
back
bed
to bed,
for 2 hours.
and then Sim Girl could still do the show, and I could go back to sleep.
See how you are. So nice. We're talking about friends today.
We are. See, but I would have gotten out of bed to turn it
Yeah.
on, so you could still do the show.
Yeah, but I was gonna talk about too how you made the Sims because we showed the picture of them and I use them in mostly everything. And then you made another copy of us for the house. And whenever I got the two that I used,
Hmm.
you had them already best friends, like they were inseparable.
Yes.
Separate.
Yeah.
How did you do that? Did you just like sit around and talk all day, or what?
Well, they would just do everything together. Like they would go fishing together, and then once you have them like fishing, then you can chat and fish at the same time. So they would just ask about one of the things is ask about your day or whatever. Um, but they never met anybody. My Sims tend to not get out of the house much, except to go like fishing, and that kind of thing.
That's
So,
nice.
so, and you tend to take yours out more, you know, um, on dates and all that kind of stuff.
On dates. That one got to a date. That's the first one I've dated since I started streaming, and it
Oh,
was only for a video,
yeah,
so it was kind of rushed.
yeah. So and
Didn't
mine, like I do marriage proposals like literally in the park, and then they get married right away. And then,
right there.
yeah, and so one of my goals is to have a family or a wedding because you can actually plan a wedding.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I've never done that. No, I got pictures of my Sims being married on sidewalks and bathroom. One time they did it in the bathroom. They got married in the bathroom. I was just like, can you, like, not? I didn't realize that as soon as you hit that thing, the wedding starts.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
did warn you about
you're
that.
better off getting him to somewhat of a better location than the bathroom to take pictures in of them getting married.
But they used to let you set it up. Like you would be able to buy a buffet and you could spend all this money on this one time thing. But now they have like the park set up for you with the little arch stuff. I went
Uh,
yesterday and I downloaded somebody's park just so I would have that.
oh, really?
Yeah, because I
Oh,
guess Cubby's gonna get married. I just don't know yet.
oh.
Find man, we'll make you a stranger man's. We don't have anybody on Steam unless you want somebody on Steam. You can send your pictures and you can just
Just send
pretend,
her
show your friends.
send her a send her a Discord message.
Yeah, just tell me
Who's
who it
your
is. Who's your Steam it crush
yeah,
and
exactly.
send me a picture. I'll make them and you can send your friends. Look at me and what's his name?
That's funny. That's very funny.
They're talking about the market crashing. Cat. We'll have no negativity.
Yeah,
Don't even look at it.
and after the yeah, no, I don't. I don't even look. I just do my happy little thing and it'll go back up. It's like the market anywhere.
Hold it, gang. Hold it, gang.
And I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know enough to have intelligent conversations about that. So I leave that for my son and Sim Girl to tell me what I'm supposed to know when it comes to the actual moneyness of a steaming.
Yeah. I know that it's down, so I just hold. That's all I know. Or you're supposed to buy, which I don't. I'm not comfortable buying yet, I guess.
Yeah.
When it came free from Steam it, then it was easier to play with. You know, I bought some Raytheon and I got some crypto kitties and stuff, but
Yeah.
when it comes to actually taking money that I think that I might need and then going and buying crypto with it,
Well, I mean, yeah. Then you're more time invested in it too, though.
yeah. But I guess I just don't know enough. But I am going to take that course. So
Yeah.
they have the free course that starts on the 14th.
Yeah. See, and then
So
talking about French, she'll take the course and then she'll send me a bazillion links and tell me to read all this stuff and I'll go, mm-hmm.
Hmm.
and and then when I have a question, I just ask her. She's like, "Didn't you read that? I sent you that thing." And I'm like, "Oh, I don't know. I guess I forgot. It was a while ago." So,
Let me just highlight it in yellow and
I,
send it again.
yes, exactly. And that's what friends do.
That's what friends do. Exactly.
They also leave you
Yeah.
messages all over the place that
Yeah.
that it's your birthday and tell you happy birthday when it's
Happy birthday.
that was very sweet. So, but
I did.
yeah,
And because it was in my book, it said, that birthdays are a big deal. So I was like, well, I'm going to make a
well,
big
yeah, and for whatever reason, like I said a couple of years ago, I just stopped. Yeah, well, they always were in my life, and then I just kind of they lost their meaning, and to me, and
Yeah.
I don't know why, and but quite on, and it's not a money thing. I've never had money, so it's never been about money. Birthdays, it's just been the day that I like to celebrate. And this year I was feeling the same way, and so really didn't say a whole lot about it. And other than it did come up because it was on Super Bowl Sunday. But
Oh, yeah.
yeah, um, so a few people knew, but
Huh.
it was really between my husband and Sim Girl, my morning was yeah. Everywhere I went on the internet, there was a happy birthday from her. And we go between the two of us. We can look for each other in about I don't know 8 different places, I think. And every place
Yeah.
I clicked, there was a really sweet happy birthday note and from her, and it made me tear up, and then the day got better from there all the way through the whole night. It was one
Yeah.
surprise after another. So, and speaking of friends, that was my friends, and Sim Girl definitely made my birthday very, very special this year.
Yay. My nephew's birthday was the day after yours,
Oh
and he
yeah.
turned 30, so I know how you feel about the 30 thing. I felt bad when my nieces and nephews started turning 20, but now that they're turning 30, it's like a whole nother level of depression.
Well, I mean I had well, as it turns out, I had him when I got pregnant at 24 and I had him at 25. No. No, I had him when I was 24. Anyway, it's math in the morning.
I,
And so, I mean, really him turning 30 is actually more depressing for him than it is for me. Because he's like, I'm
you're
old.
still young.
He's like, I, he's starting to feel old, is what it amounts. Because 30, in your head is old. And
Yeah, when you're young.
when you're young, 30
Yeah,
is.
now it's like, you're so young. I can't believe you're only 30.
Yeah, yeah.
I just, like, I call them kids still. They're still kids. Because they were kids whenever I was, when I was 20, you were 5. So you're still a kid to me,
Well, I
even
think
at
that happens
30.
with everybody, though. My
Yeah.
niece, who's now on Steam It,
Yeah.
I was talking to her last night because I didn't. she's she's a really good poem writer and stuff, and she's going through a really hard time right now. With her mom has Alzheimer's really bad, and anyway,
Oh.
yeah. So she's using. Oh, I'm starting to echo. Is there global cop around that we can figure out
Where's the cop when you need one, right?
where you figure out
Globo, she's echoing. How do we fix it?
because it does
Ron Dude, too.
show
Hello, Ron Dude.
it does show up on the recording. Anyway,
Yeah, we meant to get a hold of him earlier this week.
yeah, I think we do. So we'll fix that for next week. But so I was talking to my niece last night because I noticed that she had 100% voting power, and most people don't have 100%. So and she's only been on. Yeah, but I hear it on my end, and then it ends up on the recording. And I don't know what setting. It's an echo because I can hear, and it's really hard to talk with an echo. Discord settings? Okay.
Yeah, because even in last week's, it would just come and go, like I said.
Yeah. But what settings do I have to link? What? Look at OBS to see what audio source is doing the echoing. How do I tell if it's echoing? You really are talking to
How to OBS on the next show of Sim Your Life.
right. How do
How do you tell
yeah,
it's echoing?
yeah, exactly. I you just
You
well,
just told me
yes,
it's
but I mean you said look at OBS to see
Look
what
at the
audio
source.
source is echoing. True. I forgot you're human too.
I
So
think they're in another conversation.
I think so too. So I don't know.
Doing an OBS guide. Yes. How to OBS your life? No.
Yeah. Okay.
You
I
just
turned down
press.
the speaker headphone. Maybe that was it. Because that one was getting really high. All right. We'll try that.
What? Can't get my web set up. Oh no. I don't have.
Oh, I have a 10-year-old, more than that, like a 15-year-old webcam. And
Really?
yeah, and it's so old that the speaker or the microphone for it, there's no setting. There's you can't even pick a setting for it. It's so old.
Oh wow. I've never had one.
Oh, can you see
I'm not
audio
real
buttons
photogenic.
when sound comes through?
You can see it. Those little level things that we just got from the last update.
Oh yeah, I was just output capture. All right. Well, I'll look.
You don't know the echo is from the desktop line. And
Yeah.
is it still echoing now for you?
No,
Oh, okay.
or line in mic. Yeah, the desktop. Okay, so I'll stick those up on top. Sorry about that.
Yeah, we're still getting used to doing the live MSPWaves Radio.
Thank you.
And take this fine for a commercial break. Please go and upvote all of my posts at Sim Girl. 100% would be awesome. And tell your friends. We're back on MSPWaves Radio. It's really early in the morning, so we're being. We're just figuring out this whole OBS thing. And thank God that Snook took over that part.
Okay, you just cracked me up with the whole go to my thing and upvote 100% of my posts.
No, seriously, people, I'm not making any money at this. I'm gonna have to go get a job. You don't understand.
That was hilarious. I'm sorry, but it was really funny. I was not expecting that out of you. I'm sorry. I'm probably
The electric company has taken over. I mean, the electric bill this month was a car payment.
Yeah,
Sorry.
your electric bill. Well, that's all you have
Horrible.
though is electric, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, you need to have an alternative heat source other than your heat pump.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
Well,
Just
but that's
depressing.
yeah. So
December and January is always bad.
they're always a bad month. Well, why don't we play a song? How's that sound?
Okay.
All right.
We will do that.
And here we go.
Hello.
Hi.
We're back.
We are.
I like that song too, Kevy. That's
It is. I like it too. I like
Because I
all
got
the songs she picked out.
yeah, I went through a dance phase. My music changes all the time. There's no telling what I'll be listening to. I just started dancing, listening to dance back then, and then I went to Christian, and then I went to Christian rock, and then I went to country rap, and now I'm listening to crypto rap. So who knows what I'll be listening.
Yeah, but that's good. I think it keeps you, you know, young.
Yeah, I like new songs. I
Yeah.
like new music, new artists.
Yeah, but you've always loved because you were on that one site where you just posted your music.
Music, the MySpace.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I like MySpace, but it's old and nobody wants to go backwards, so nobody went back to MySpace once it come back. They're like, no, we got Facebook, we're good.
yeah. And now I'm never on there on Facebook unless I just use the message system.
I do too. I check the messages, I check for updates.
Yeah,
Sometimes scroll the wall a little bit, but that's all I do.
yeah.
It's not even part of my life anymore, which is good because I was sitting there on
You
Facebook for a
were,
while.
yeah, but you were in a lot of
In a
groups.
bunch of groups, again. That's all I do.
Because you were like,
And
yeah, I've been
wow,
on Facebook for like 6 hours, and I'm like, where? Doing what?
where? What are you doing?
But you're a group person.
I
But
am.
you like groups, and I'm not a group person. I don't do well in groups.
Although we did meet in a group.
We did, we
We
did.
met in the home designing group. We used to
Yes,
design houses.
yeah. But I was in charge of that group. That's where I
You were
do.
in charge of the group. Yes,
Yeah,
see?
yeah. See,
Yeah.
that's where I do well, being in charge. When I'm not in, because I don't adhere to rules very well.
We just like to make everybody do what I say to do.
Well, I usually don't make that many rules, but yeah.
I tried really hard to stay out of the leadership role until I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
Everybody's always like, because when I was playing WoW, you would have a guild, and if you were like the first
Yeah.
person to join the guild, you're an officer. No, I don't want to be.
Right.
Just
Exactly.
because you're here, you're an officer.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're in charge.
Yeah. And no, being in charge is not really as fun as what, people think.
It's cracked up to be.
Yeah, no. Especially on Facebook. And
Mm.
especially in design groups on Facebook.
Have you seen anybody from Facebook come to Steam it yet?
No. And there's some people I know would do really well here. But and you can only say, it so many times that here you can come here and you can make money and you can show off your art and different things and you'd be really good and you know and they go and then
Uh huh.
and I know what means because I use that one and but no I don't. Well, like with my niece, I she's been on what a month at least now,
Mm.
and I was talking to her, chatting with her through Facebook last night, and I'm like, "Are you voting on people?" And she's like, "Oh yeah, but." One or two when I have time. And I'm like, well, you're doing yourself a disservice. You should use your 10 votes a day. And, and then I said, because she was only, when we got her on, she was only over here for, 20 minutes. And I set up her header and stuff. And then she writes, but she doesn't. That was
Oh,
about
was
it.
she? Was it easier to get her online in person, like having her right there?
Oh, definitely. Yes, definitely. Definitely, definitely. Because she never would have been able to get her head around in her picture and she's young. I mean, well, she's a couple years older than my son, so she's like 31 or 32.
Oh, is she? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought she was like in her 20s.
I know. She looks like she's 12.
She she
Yeah.
looks young.
Yes. And her husband looks the same, but they look in their 20s. Yeah. I know.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really weird. It's really bizarre because they both look, at their wedding, they look like they got married in their 20s and yeah.
Oh.
So so I did do with your post about reaching out. So we're going out to lunch on Saturday, me and my niece. And I
Yay!
don't think we've ever been out to lunch, so
All right.
yeah. So I
Yay.
did my homework for the week.
You did your challenge. I
Yeah.
did mine too, actually, because my sister-in-law come over the other day, and I hadn't talked to her for a long time. So we sat here and chatted. I did
Yeah.
mine too. I did not get my hamper though
You didn't have, oh, that's right. You
from
were supposed to
last
get
week.
yes, you were supposed to get your hamper.
I didn't get
You
a
still
hamper though.
hamperless?
Well, I have basket, but I don't have an actual hamper, which would make more work for me anyways. So because see, my theory is okay. I got this laundry basket, right?
Uh-huh.
And I put the laundry basket there. And
Right.
I put my dirty clothes in the basket, right?
Right.
So my husband, he puts it on the floor beside the basket. So I used to pick it up off the floor and put it in the basket, and then whenever I went to wash the clothes, I would have to separate them.
Right.
Well, I got smart,
Yeah.
and instead I'd leave his clothes on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're separated because
Right.
mine are in the basket and his are on the floor.
Right.
And then when I go to do laundry, I don't have to separate clothes anymore.
That is very smart. Very smart.
It is smart.
Yeah.
See?
Unfortunately, we have well, with the basement, it's 3 stories and it's an old house, so each set of stairs is like two levels, as you go up. Because you go down and then you turn and go down again. And
I can't believe that. I used to have to do that when I lived up north.
yeah, yeah, it's a pain. And actually, if you wear a Fitbit, it actually considers it cardio, a cardio workout to go with a laundry basket up from the basement up to where I put the clothes away. So I get,
Wow.
yeah. So I actually get cardio in going, just doing laundry, which is hilarious.
Does it count whenever you're just doing dishes or running the
No,
vacuum?
no, no. So I mean, that's what I'm saying. It actually counts the stairs because it's a lot of stairs. And
Wow.
yeah. But
Are you
so
inside though? You don't have to go outside for anything.
no, 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 no. No, it'd freeze. It would
I used to have to go outside because I lived in a duplex that was cut in half from the bottom and the top, and I lived up top. So I had to come outside, go all the way down to that level, and then go down to the basement, and then go inside. And eventually, I just walked out there. It would be snowing, and I wouldn't even have shoes on. To it.
yeah,
But
no.
I was young.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I remember those days where it's like, oh, I'll just run outside. It's just
Yeah.
too
And
much
then
of a
you're like,
hassle to put shoes on.
I'm always afraid of like locking myself outside. And I'll be like,
Yes,
shoes or
especially in
something.
apartments. Especially in
Yeah.
apartments.
Then you gotta like call your neighbor and be like, "Do you have a key? Because I don't remember if I trusted you enough to give you a key, but I really need it right now."
Yeah, I never had a neighbor apartment uh that. Oh, see now, I'm sitting here talking, and my son must be trying to get a hold of me because this little window pops up, and I'm like, what is that? What program is that?
So don't you know we're doing a show on
Yeah,
MSPWaves Radio?
I don't know. He's in his own little Colombian world. So, but it must not have went through because it didn't. Anyway, sorry, I digress. But this window, I mentioned it because we talked about it at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, I made the Elizabeth Cubby one that I made. She's a friend of the world, so she has to introduce herself to like 10 people, and then she has to have like 3 friends. So she spends like all her time on the phone. That's all
Oh,
she does. It's
yeah.
like, look,
I
she has free time. I need to call her friends.
I had one of the legacy Sims I had that trait, and I sent them out of the house because it was a pain in the ass. They were always sad because they had to meet somebody.
Kelly says she has friends in the world. You are a really cool sim. You have no idea how cool you are.
Did you put her up on the uh, gallery?
I did. In fact, somebody downloaded you. Somebody else is playing in the sim world right now. Oh, look.
It's always funny when your Sims and houses get downloaded.
Yeah, I was
Or neat.
surprised. Well, I'm not surprised, but it was just like, oh, look, somebody downloaded.
Yeah.
They downloaded the Sim Legacy that I had too, with all them kids. Oh, what a pain in the butt that is.
Yeah, it makes you wonder why would you download 8 people? I mean, that's a lot.
That's a lot. They want to be me, obviously. Obviously. They're like, oh, she is so cool. I want her as my virtual sim. Yeah, but the friendship one, it's like, it's kind of really hard to play because that's all they do. Like,
Yeah.
from the time they wake
Yeah.
up, the time you wake up, you have to include social interaction, like during the
Right.
morning, the afternoon, and the evening. Anytime they have free time, they need to be on that phone or talking to their friends or with their friends or having an outing with their friends, or
Yeah.
they kind of get depressed.
Well,
I haven't hung out.
that's why when he became a young adult, I sent him out of the house because he was literally depressed all day long.
Was it one of your boys from
Yeah.
Legacy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was one of the boys,
Yeah.
and
And you can be social with your family, but you need to have friends. Like
right.
friends.
Right. Yeah. The family only counts for so much of your social when you have that trait.
Yeah. But they do get the gangrous. Or am I saying that right? Gangrous?
The who? What?
It's a gangrous trait or something like that. Brain. I don't know how to say it. But it makes it so that they make friends easier.
Oh.
So when they get the life goal of I have her as the friend of the world, which means that she
Right.
wants to make as many friends as she can. So she automatically gets that trait that made her make friends fast.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. But
So that's nice.
it is.
Then I made her cheerful and genius and ambitious, so she can level up the career fast.
Yeah, I gotta get away from cheerful and genius and ambitious.
Why?
Well, because all my Sims are cheerful and ambitious. And
They're too cheerful, huh?
well, it's kind of like, eventually you're gonna have like a town of what was that town with all the women that were all the
Oh,
same? I can't think of it. God, that's showing my age, but Stepford Wives. You're gonna have a whole town of
yeah,
Stepford Wives, where they're all hi,
cheerful.
cheerful and really smart, and then I think it gets boring. It's kind of
Yeah.
like Friends. You gotta have your different. It's hard to be a friend to somebody that's exactly the same as you
Yeah.
because you know. Uh, because you don't want somebody to agree with everything that you have to say. Well, I
Well,
don't.
sometimes.
Yeah, it depends. But I mean, then you don't have any discussions because it's just like, you say something and the other one goes, "Yeah, I agree." Well, okay, it's the end of that. Got nothing more to say, so see you later.
Yeah. And they make friends so easy. Well, it's not easy in The Sims, but it seems to be easy.
I don't
But
know. I never had
you got to
problems.
remember to call them. That's what I forget. They don't give you the notifications. In the old games, they used to give you a notification that says, this friend isn't your friend anymore because you haven't talked to him in a week.
Hi, Whip Girl.
Whip Girl's here. Hello.
Woohoo!
How are you? It was Snook's birthday on Sunday, so we're saying happy birthday to
Well, you are.
everybody. Saying happy birthday, Snook today, Whip Girl. And we're talking about friendship and how to sim your life and be friendly to your friends.
That was you this morning. I was just looking scared.
I had my coffee. I was up at 5:30 this morning.
Yeah, you told me that, and I was like, oh my God.
I have a weird sleep.
Yeah,
I don't have
you do.
I don't have a job, so
Well, I
I don't
have a
have
weird
the
sleep.
schedule.
Yeah, we both do.
Happy
Thank you.
birthday. T3 got friends. Yay, you have friends. We are all,
T3 has friends? Yeah, we all have friends.
even though he's an anti-dude.
Aw, thank you.
Whip Girl is going to sing to you. That's so sweet.
And and I got sung to at the beginning of our show too. I found those on my birthday on Sunday night late, and then I made a tutorial for oldish people.
Oldish people.
I like that name. I like those. I thought that was I was pretty proud of myself.
I love that one. Here, I just so happen to have it open on one of my windows.
Oh, dude.
So
One of your 27 windows? She's a
one of the
window.
20 windows that I have open.
Thank you. She's a window-aholic.
That's why my computer always shuts down because I always.
Yeah, because you have windows everywhere open.
Yeah, but I followed her instruction how to. It was so easy. It's really, really easy. And I wouldn't have known how to do it because
Yeah.
you have to start off on your phone.
Yeah. And I kept wanting to because it says you can do it on the desktop, so I kept clicking on my desktop and I'm like, I'm not getting anything and I am not an app person to begin with. You know, give me a good, nice computer game where you log on and play. And with this, well, luckily, well, I was a little bored. So, and I saw somebody had it on a post.
I'm on this side too. See, that's why we're friends because we have all these things in common. Party with the whip. And the most
Oh,
in-depth
thank
OBS
you.
course ever. There you go.
I have now bookmarked the OBS thing.
So let me open another window with that.
Yes, I know exactly.
I'll save
That's
it
why
too.
I'm just bookmarking it and
I have a really long bookmark list too.
well, that's the problem. It's just that your bookmark list gets way too long.
But when I started Steemit, I started a whole new browser because I never used Google Chrome. So all my bookmarks are from. So I have really collected a lot of links here. Steemit link.
Warming up.
You don't have.
Well, yeah,
tabs.
I have to.
Yeah.
She has a
That's what we
gazillion-
mean.
That's what
by
we
Windows.
mean. Yeah, by Windows.
Yeah.
Meaning
have
tabs.
tabs.
But she'll have like 40, literally 40 tabs open. And then complain her computer is too slow. And
It's not working fast enough.
Yeah.
That's right.
and she's like, my game, it's just not working, and or whatever. And that's when I say, well, maybe if you close, because we've been friends for a long time, I say, maybe if you close one of those 47 tabs that you have with games actually running in some of those tabs.
Well, I got used to it because I used to play World of Warcraft, and we'd be having raids, and we would take a break, and everybody would go to the bathroom, so I would tab out, and I would play Fairyland on Facebook.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I got used to out tabbing my game to get into the internet.
Oh,
But now I forget that my game's running.
yes, you do.
And it'll be like 20 minutes later, I'll be like, oh, I'm probably AFK. I'm probably kicked off.
So I was reading that the other day.
Hmm. Yeah, they have a subscription now for the radio shows. I forgot about that. If you would click on my name, you'll see that I am subscribed to every single show that MSP Waves has. And every time that the show comes on, I get little notifications on my Discord that tells me what show it is and where to find it, and all I have to do is click and I'm there. So
Now,
be
how
sure.
did you go about doing that? How do
I asked Uniwist.
Okay.
Uniwist was in the fundraising thing the other night, but I'm sure. How do you do that, Rondon? Rondon? How do you do that? You just ask Uniwist, or can any of the mod
Do
do
you
it?
have to have a mod add it to you, or can you add it to yourself?
I think yeah, mod. Ooh.
See what you started by reminding us of things that we're supposed to know?
That we don't know?
He's like, I,
Any
any
DJ
DJ
or
or
mod.
mod can do it.
Okay, good. Yes. So if you would like that, let us know and we will click it on. Then that we can remember that our show's on at 11
Oh,
Eastern.
do it. All right.
Okay, good.
I
Yes.
just took
So if
myself
you
out
would
of the
like that,
room.
let us know and we will.
I just left the room. I was trying to.
I think you're supposed to right click on it.
I don't know what
No,
I'm
left
supposed to
just
do.
left.
I don't. Yes, you are on yours. I don't know. I'm not touching mine. If you want to add some shows to mine, just don't add them all.
Okay, so our group is called
Uh,
Sim Your Life. There you go. Now you have the role Sim Your Life. So if you're
uh,
not on
if I'm
mine,
not on, my phone will beep and go, and I'll be like, "What's that?" Oh, I'm
and
good.
then you can like hurry up and get online and be like, oh, I got 3 minutes. Because they spam the show about 5 minutes before the show. I have time.
You know, today, so far, I mean, it's been a funny day. Funny day. Because we didn't even know if we were on the air.
Yeah. Globo Cop went missing.
Yeah, I did. And we were used to him taking our hand and leading us. Like, girls, over here.
And then, yeah, I was like, oh, well, maybe I was 5 minutes late. And they said, well, screw her. Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's-
Yeah, and I wasn't a help to you this morning. Had to. You had to.
I'm chilly chill about this radio show now. Everything that could possibly. Well, I can't say that. I shouldn't
Are
say
your
that.
ears burning? Are they red?
Why?
And the
Are we talking about?
Globo did it.
Oh,
Because
doing
we were
his ear.
talking about him.
Yeah, now we know he's a cowboy. We gotta go put a cowboy hat on Globo.
Yeah. I almost put cowboy boots on him, actually. I have one picture.
I didn't know he was. I would have never pictured Globo Cop as.
Well, cowboys are cool.
Cowboys are cool.
Yeah.
Do you have a horse, Globo? Yeah, are you a real cowboy?
Oh, that was really good. Fire, burning, ear. Yes.
Ear burning. He's smart too.
I see that. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
But
All right. Well, let's see. Back to our Sims game. What else did we want to talk
he
about?
has three.
Oh, he has what?
He has three horses. When
He has three horses.
when I was a
I love.
a young adult, I had a friend that would go up every weekend up north and work at a horse riding ranch. And this is so silly. I would go up, and then she ended up meeting a guy and getting married, and she lives there to this day. But I would go up like every other weekend to go visit her and then help out on the horse riding ranch. And I, by no means, was a horse rider person. So depending on what kind of riders they had, was the horse I got. And one day it was a really warm day, and um, they had a huge group, so they needed somebody to help, which basically I just rode the last horse, you know, to make sure nobody got lost or anything like that. And but the horse they put me on was tired from the whole day of riding, and I but I loved the horse. It was really a pretty black horse and stuff, and it was a taller one, which I liked. And anyway, so I fell in love with this horse, and it was really good. It listened to me, and we got the group of like 25. I mean, it was a huge group, and we got him out, and the day ended. So the next day, I was like, "Oh, I want to ride my." It was Sunday, and they had some groups come, and I'm like, "I want to ride my horse," because it then, of course, was mine, you know, because I fell in love with it. And 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 the horse was a pain in the bum. It didn't listen. It was like partly wild, and the only reason it was good for me the day before was because it was warm out and it was really tired. So when I got him when he was fresh, and I again am by no means a horse person, rider person, you know, I was like, help. So
Oh,
we were taking a group out, and I was like a quarter of a way into the trail, and I had to switch horses with my girlfriend because I was like, I'm gonna be bucked off of this thing. So,
yeah.
so she ended up, and then we switched horses. But so that's my horse story.
I I was one of my first jobs was to be on a horse ranch, and
Really?
we were trail guides. Yeah, whenever I was 15,
Hmm.
I got paid like a quarter to
Yeah.
clean the stalls or something, you know, and we were like $1.50 to do the trail rides. But we went on a trail ride once. It was just almost exactly the same story, except for they put my friend Cassie on a horse that wasn't normally ridden because we had so many people on there and we had to have a person in the front and a
Yeah.
person in the back.
Right.
So she got on this horse and he just was really like up, you know, like jumping around and stuff, and he didn't want to be controlled. And
Yeah.
then at the end, she got off to take the to open a gate to let us through.
Yeah.
And whenever she went to get back on, he took off.
Oh.
Yeah, she fell down and hurt her collarbone, and it scared the crap out of all of us. And oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
Yeah.
I had another friend that she wrapped her the lead around her arm and got dragged behind the horse, and
Oh,
I was like,
good Lord.
I know. So I didn't have too many good horse stories
No.
because these horses they don't get ridden all the time, you know, and sometimes you have to ride them, and they haven't been ridden. He
Yeah.
didn't. It was like he wanted to go. He didn't want to stand there and wait for everybody to get through the gate.
Yeah.
The other horse, we were actually in the field going to get him, and she grabbed him and grabbed the thing
Well, I
around her.
was lucky that, well, they all knew what they were doing. I mean, the people that owned the horses, and then my girlfriend had been, it was a place where her dad, she came from a family that was separated, and so, and she lived with her dad, and he would take them up there in the summer, and that's how they met these people that owned the horse riding ranch. And so she's had been going up there since she was a little kid, you know, riding horses and stuff. So
Yeah.
she actually really knew what she was doing, where I did not. And they would laugh at me because then I would go out drinking and I knew I didn't have to be up to go, you know, with the horses. So I'd come out like 11 o'clock in the morning and it'd be all hungover with my cup of coffee and be like, hi. And they'd be like,
Hope somebody like fed the horses.
yeah. And they'd be like, oh, do you want to help? And I'm like, do you really need help? But I did.
Was that like a summer thing?
No, we actually had a full-time job down in this, you know, in the city where I live. and but she would go up there every weekend because that was her, getaway. So every once in a while, I would go up just to visit her. And then, like I said, she eventually moved up there, and so that was the only time I would see her is if I would go up to visit. So it was, but it was neat because it was in the middle of nowhere, and it was
They
just
don't have a Sims horse thing.
no, they don't, and I wish
They
they
don't have
would.
any kind of country. I wish they would, especially when I was doing the Legacy challenge and I wanted to build like a farm.
Yeah. Well, they
Because it
do.
wasn't really like a garden plot either.
No, you have to like make your own with the paint with the ground paint. Uh,
Uh,
yeah,
I didn't think of that. I was just trying to line them up, the little plants in a row and make it look like a garden. But
yeah. They don't have vehicles. It's really weird. They don't have any kind of vehicles that
yeah,
you can
they used
take a.
to.
You can take a.
It's
Oh,
like a cab.
let me work on it, Global. Let me see what I can do.
Work on
Yeah.
make it a bike.
Well, I just got an idea in my head of how
Uh
I
oh, she got an
maybe can
idea.
get him a bike. But if I start up my game right now, everything's gonna, crash.
Yeah.
So you'll have to wait, and I'll mail it to you through.
Well, we go ahead and play one more song, and that'll give us
Okay.
little bit of a break.
All right. Here we go.
All right, we will be right back on MSP Waves Radio.
What? Oh. So anyway, we have about 20 minutes left of our show, and hopefully Sim Girl can get her mic back working.
It's still red.
Because I really don't have a lot of.
She
Yeah, it's going in and out again. Why don't I play another song? I have one more left, and see if you can like get all the way out of Discord and come back.
Okay.
All right, let me do it. And we are back, and hopefully Sim Girl will be able to spend the last 10 minutes with us. And Ellen L. Dutz, I am so happy that that was helpful to you. That was, yeah. I don't know why they don't come with directions. So I made my own up.
I'm back.
Yay!
Did y'all miss me?
I did.
You did very good. I heard you. We just play another song. We'll just play 18 more songs so she can.
That's exactly. Yeah. Luckily, I had one more put up. Otherwise, I'd have to search. Yes,
Yeah.
those Bimojis are the best thing, and I've seen them around, and it was like, all right, we'll just try to figure this out. But the whole doing it on your phone thing, and then having to, before you can get it set up to put in posts, well, because I post from my computer, I just found that to be very confusing on their site because they don't say that you really have to set it up on your phone first. They make it sound like you can do it from your desktop. So I spent probably a half hour trying to figure out how to do it from my desktop. And then
I'm glad you did it.
well, and then I went, this really needs a tutorial. Which
I
turned,
really need a tutorial.
which turned into, but then I'm thinking like all the young, it's an old, app. And I'm thinking, well, all the young people know how to do this. So that's where the oldish came in from. Because I wasn't ready to call myself old yet.
I thought they were bishops. I didn't know it was a completely different.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't know if they have, but it's fun. And to write an article with it, a post with them is actually a lot of fun. And I have to, after the show, I have to go back. I've gotten a whole bunch of messages from people that have used them to write articles, which is really cute. So I want to go see them. I got a bunch of thank yous from people for the tutorial. That's been like, I think that's probably the most seen post I've ever made.
It's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So it makes me feel good that I, you know, made it so people, you know.
I wonder if you can make your own or if you use the pre-made ones.
Well, the pre-made one is an Indian woman.
Well, I mean the pictures with the like writing.
Oh,
If you could write your own, that would...
no, I had to, I was bemojing back and forth with a girl, yes, a lady yesterday, and she had me download because she was adding type to it, and I'm like, how are you doing that? And
Yeah.
she told me about an app, and I'm like, another app? Like, you don't realize who you're talking to here when it comes to apps. It's a meme generator. It's called MEME generator. And I got it from the Google Play Store. And you get a picture and stick it in there, and you can add type. So what did I? Oh, let me see. So I did one, and you have to remind me when we're close to being done. And I stuck it.
I guess you could put it in Giphy and do it in Pizzap too. If you really wanted to add something.
So I added the for being
Aww.
you.
Aww.
And yeah, so with the meme generator. But you can pick different type. So because she was
Yeah.
sending me stuff with, that I knew didn't come with it. And I'm like, and then she's like, oh, and then, she answered like she was answering to a normal person and said, well, with the meme generator. And then I had to write back, well, thank you for your answer, but what exactly is a meme generator? I don't think you realize who you're answering and the level
Um,
of knowledge that I don't have.
it looks good though with the meme. You couldn't tell, really.
No, no. And the hardest part for me was it's like I added the black line around there, but that didn't show up on my preview screen. So
Um,
otherwise I wouldn't have made it quite that large. You know what I mean? So it's I have to figure out if you can zoom in or not on there. But yeah, so it was actually it adds a whole nother level of dimension to the Bitmojis.
yeah, and I like the way you put them in your post.
Yeah,
Like
it
you were
was.
like emphasizing what you were trying to say.
Yeah, it was really a lot of fun. I was up until I think my husband got up and went to work before I was done with that post. Which is I need to stop doing that. But you get in the middle of something and you're having fun and then all of a
I do
sudden you realize that it's the sun's coming up.
You're like, I'll be done in one more minute, and you look, and there's
Right.
an hour goes by.
Right, right. And then as I was writing the second part of it, which was how to use it on Steemit, I realized I had missed some screenshots. And anyway, yeah. So, like I said, my husband actually gave me a kiss on the head and said goodbye, have a nice day, and then walked out the door. And then I finally went to bed.
And my husband asked me this morning, "Did you go to sleep?" I'm like, "Yeah, I was."
Yeah. 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 And he stopped. The funny thing is that my husband has stopped asking me if I've actually slept or not. He just, he just, he just,
Whatever.
yeah, he's actually stopped asking, which makes me actually laugh quite a bit. Because he used to, did you even go to, and complain, and he doesn't anymore. He's just gotten used to Well, if she slept, she slept. If she didn't, she didn't. Whatever.
I'm sure she'll find a nap somewhere.
Yeah. I get the, you know, if I'm still up, I get the kiss goodbye and he's out the door. So it's actually pretty funny, I think. How you evolve and friendships evolve the same way.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's it too.
yeah.
Friendships. And that's actually the reason why we stayed up late is because we made friends with people from Australia.
Right. Yes.
Uh,
That was really quite on it. Yes. The original reason was
yeah,
we
so we
had
were playing Rift.
yeah, and Remy, well, and then you were used to going to bed really early, like really, really
Yeah,
early.
yeah,
And then I would post all these pictures of me and our friends from Australia the next morning on Facebook, and
yeah,
and she'd be like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa," and I'm like, "Well, you
yeah.
gotta
Y'all
stay up,
playing without me.
you gotta stay up a little later."
Yeah, so I think I was going to school at the time, and I'm like, I
Yeah,
switched my whole school schedule around so that I could
yeah.
stay up and hang out with my Australian friends.
Wow.
But we had so much fun, though.
Oh yeah, we did. We
Rift
really.
was a fun game. I miss that game. It just took up too much space on my computer.
And
Was
it's only
my
gotten worse.
It
The
has a
yeah, the
oh
graphics and how much memory and everything that it takes. Because I can on the this computer that I'm not my laptop. It won't even play on my laptop anymore. But on the computer that I have OBS on, it I can run it and but I can't. Well, I never play in ultra mode anyway, but it lags really, really bad. And I'm still in the old original part. I'm not in the newest part. So I can't even imagine if there was a whole bunch of people around how bad it would be.
I think I just stick to the Sims.
Yeah, yeah. 'Cause that lags.
It does. It lags for me, and I don't know why when I do the recording, when it lags too.
Well, yeah, yeah.
Probably
Probably the 27 windows you have open.
the windows I have. No, it's
No,
not.
I'm teasing.
No, I think it's just because my internet.
Yes, your
Oh,
internet is the other night I uploaded two videos that were longer than your video and you were still uploading a video.
yeah.
So, and then I went, okay, that's a huge difference, you know. And
Well, we made it.
yes, we did. I made it. I made
We
it.
made it
I'm,
to the 2 hours.
we did. I'm very
So
excited.
we want to thank everybody for hanging out with us. We didn't really have much this week, but next week I'm hoping that Top K-pop will come on to the show. I don't know if she's going to get up early or maybe I might
Do
go
a
ahead and
RT.
record the interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's on California time and it's 8 o'clock in the morning when our show comes on.
Yeah.
So, but I made a video with the Sims before the video that I made last time, and it had my lyrics. We got the song from the SoundCloud, and then Top K-pop sang it. I have a hard time remembering her name. I just call her T. But we hopefully will have her next week. If not, a recorded interview with her.
Yeah.
Guys, come back. And after this show, it is Whip Girl. And then she has Hacking Mental Performance. So that'll be fun. And then they have the Scaredy Cat Guide. And then we have Bucky Dirtle.
Yeah.
We have a whole day filled for our listeners on MSP Waves.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed the last 2 hours of our show.
Yeah.
And we appreciate everybody watching, listening.
We do. We appreciate y'all coming on early, and especially to Jesse for coming in and helping us.
Yes.
All right. We'll see ya.